Elias Ward woke to a buzzing phone, the screen pulsing with a strange alert he had never seen before. Error timestamp not found. User authentication impossible. He frowned, wiped his eyes, and tried unlocking the phone again. Same error, same glitchy flicker in the corner. He entered his passcode manually. The phone unlocked, but what he saw made his stomach drop. His gallery was empty. Not corrupted, not loading, just blank. No photos, no screenshots, no videos. Years of memories deleted in an instant. His messages were even stranger. Every conversation thread had disappeared. The app treated him like a first-time user. Confused, Elias walked to his apartment door. The smart lock scanned his face, paused, displayed unregistered individual. Access revoked. "What the hell?" he whispered. He tried his voice command. Open the door. Profile, Elias Ward. Profile not found. His chest tightened. He scanned his ID card, rejected. His bank card, unreadable. Even his digital watch refused to sync. A cold feeling settled in his spine. He stepped into the hallway and saw Mrs. Kemp, his elderly neighbor, feeding her cat. "Morning," Elias said shakily. She looked up with polite confusion. "I'm sorry. Who are you?" Elias blinked. "Mrs. Kemp, it's me, Elias. I live in 5B. Her eyes narrowed. 5B has been empty for months. The door shut before he could respond. He hurried down the stairs, each step heavier than the last. In the lobby, the building guard, Leon, who Elias chatted with almost daily, stared at him like a stranger. "Need something?" Leon asked. "Just check your system," Elias said, handing over his ID. "My info isn't loading." Leon scanned it. The machine beeped harshly. No registration found. No tenant named Elias Ward. "That's not possible," Elias snapped. "I've lived here for 3 years." "No record, no payments." "Nothing," Leon said calmly. "Are you sure you have the right building?" Elias stormed outside, panic clawing at him. The world looked normal. Commuters, screens, traffic, but something felt detached, wrong. Every digital billboard he passed flickered as he neared, not with ads, but with the same message. Unidentified user, no data retrieved, like the whole city no longer recognized him. He ran to his office building. The scanner at the entrance blared the moment he tapped his ID. Access denied, user does not exist. The guard stepped forward. "Sir, you're not on the employee list. Move aside." "I work here," Elias snapped. "Check again." The guard typed his name slowly. No Elias Ward in the database. Elias felt the world tilt. His job, his apartment, his identity. Everything had been wiped. He pulled out his phone and dialed Jordan, his closest friend since college. Jordan answered, "Hello, listen. Something is seriously wrong. My records are gone, my ID isn't working. Everyone's acting like, who is this?" Jordan interrupted. Elias froze. "Stop joking. It's Elias. I don't know anyone by that name." Click. The call ended. Elias's heartbeat thudded in his ears. This wasn't a glitch. This wasn't an outage. Someone had erased him from the digital world, and somehow from people's memories too. His phone buzzed again. A new message appeared from an untraceable number. "Stop running." Before he could react, another line appeared instantly. "The cleanse has begun." Elias stared at the glowing screen, horror creeping into every corner of his mind. Someone didn't just delete him from the system. Someone wanted him gone completely. And they had already started. Elias Ward moved fast, hood up, eyes down, every step fueled by panic. The world hadn't just forgotten him, something had erased him. His phone still buzzed in his pocket with that same message. The cleanse has begun. He didn't know who sent it, but the text felt less like a threat and more like a final verdict. Cars roared past him as he reached the underpass near Sector Line 14. This was the only location he could think of where people who didn't exist anymore gathered. Drifters, unregistered workers, ghosts of the system. Maybe one of them had answers. A man sat by a burning barrel, coat torn, face sharp like a carved stone. Elias steeled himself and approached. "Hey," Elias said. "Do you know anything about the man?" "Cut him off." "You look like someone who's been wiped." Elias froze. "Do you know about that?" The man nodded slowly. "They took your time stamp, didn't they? No trace on any system. Feels like you re-walking through a world that doesn't even have your shadow anymore." Elias's pulse kicked up. "Who are they?" The man didn't answer. Instead, he pointed to an abandoned service tunnel nearby. "If you want the truth, find her. Name's Lena Voss. Rogue coder. She helps the erased, if you're willing to risk the cost." A rogue coder. Elias had heard rumors, but never believed them. Before Elias could ask more, headlights sliced through the underpass. A sleek black van screeched to a stop. The drifter cursed under his breath. "They found you already. Move!" Elias sprinted. Boots pounded behind him fast, synchronized, military. He darted into the tunnel entrance, lungs burning, heart warring between survival and collapse. The deeper he ran, the more the darkness swallowed him, until safety and danger felt equal. A voice echoed from the end of the tunnel. "Ward, over here." He skidded to a stop. A woman crouched behind exposed pipes, a glowing lens over one eye. She was young, sharp, and carried an energy like she had coded half the world herself. "You're Lena," Elias breathed. She scanned him with the lens. Identity mismatch. Timeline mismatch. Life record mismatch. She frowned. "You're a full wipe. That's rare. Why me? What did I do?" "Nothing," she said. "No wipe is random. Someone requested your existence be removed. Someone with access." Elias swallowed hard. "Can you reverse it?" Her eyes softened not with pity, but with calculation. Reversing a wipe means breaking into the cleanse protocol. It sits inside a protected network run by black budget systems. If we mess up, they won't just erase you, they'll erase me and anyone who's helped you. A metallic clang echoed behind them. The hunters were closing in. "We don't have time," she said. "If they capture you, you're dumb permanently." Elias's voice strained. "Tell me what to do." She tapped her HoloLens. A digital key materialized, rotating prism of code, floating in the air like a hologram. "This is a backdoor I stole from them years ago," she said. "It can temporarily restore your digital trace. A ghost entry. It won't make you real yet, but it buys time." The tunnel lights flickered. Something heavy slammed against a metal gate. "Now, Lena," Elias hissed. She pressed the prism to his chest. It dissolved instantly into a pulse of light that wrapped around him like invisible armor. His phone vibrated, notifications exploding across the screen. System flag. Identity glitch detected. Location registered, temporary trace restored. Elias exhaled shakily. "It's working, for now," Lena warned. "But this means they'll come harder. They think you should be gone. And they never let a wiped person slip back in." The gate behind them tore open, boots thundering toward them. Lena grabbed his wrist. "We run, and then we fight." Together, they disappeared into the darkness as the cleanse protocol closed in, determined to erase Elias Ward for good. Elias didn't sleep that night. Every sound, every flicker of light outside his apartment reminded him that something was deeply wrong. Lena Voss had taken him to her hidden lab, far from the city's digital surveillance grid. But even here, the sense of being hunted clung to him like a shadow. Lena worked silently at a wall of monitors, tapping code at a speed Elias could barely follow. Each screen displayed corrupted files, error messages, and fragments of identities that had been erased. "Here," she said finally, pointing at a distorted timeline. "This is what the cleanse protocol does. It doesn't just delete records. It wipes your existence from the perception of everyone around you. Your friends, your neighbors, even your coworkers think you never existed." Elias stared at the screen. "But why me? I've done nothing wrong." "Wrong or not, the system flagged you as a zero-data anomaly," Lena explained. "They don't want you gone from the physical world, just from everything digital. If they succeed completely, it's like you never lived." A shiver ran down Elias's spine. "And if they finish?" Lena didn't answer immediately. The quiet beep of a monitor finally drew their attention. A new message appeared on Elias's phone, glowing unnaturally bright. "You can't hide. We see you." Elias's heart pounded. He glanced at Lena. "How do they know where I am?" "They're everywhere," she said. "The protocol isn't just software, it's integrated into the entire city. Cameras, phones, even banking systems. They have eyes in every device. You're literally trapped in their network." Elias clenched his fists. "So what now? I can't go outside. I can't contact anyone. What do I do?" Lena pulled out a small device, no larger than a deck of cards. "This is a signal jammer. For a few hours, it cuts you off from their monitoring system. You can move, find resources, plan. But it won't last long." He took the device, trembling. "I feel like a ghost. How do I fight something that's everywhere?" "You adapt," Lena said firmly. "We start by reclaiming your identity, piece by piece. We'll restore your files, your records, even if it's just a digital shell at first. Then we hit back at the protocol from the inside." Elias felt a mix of hope and fear. How many people have tried and failed? Lena hesitated. "More than I can count. Most end up gone." The weight of that statement pressed down on him. Yet, beneath it, something stirred a stubborn spark he hadn't felt since the world began ignoring him. Hours passed as they worked, recovering fragments of Elias's existence. Emails, messages, even his personal photos appeared on the screen, like pieces of a shattered mirror slowly coming together. Each recovery made him feel more real. Then, Lena froze, staring at the main console. "Elias, look at this." A map of the city glowed red, flashing points of activity. One of them pulsed brighter than the others, directly above their location. "They found you," Lena whispered. Before Elias could react, his phone buzzed again. Another message: "Run or be erased completely." Elias swallowed hard, adrenaline surging. There was no time to think, only act. Lena handed him a small backpack. "Everything you need to survive outside their network. Take it. Go now." Elias grabbed it, heart racing. "And you? I'll cover your trail as long as I can," Lena said, her hands flying over the keyboard. "But eventually, you'll be on your own." Elias nodded. Then, it's now or never. He pushed the door open. City awaited, unaware, pretending to be that he existed. Every shadow could be a watcher, every screen a spy. But for the first time in days, Elias felt alive, and the hunt was officially on. Elias ran through the abandoned subway tunnels, the backpack heavy on his shoulders, the signal jammer humming faintly. Every step, echoed against the cold concrete walls. Outside, the city's lights glimmered like distant stars, but he knew every digital eye could see him, track him, erase him at any moment. Lena's voice crackled through his earpiece. "Keep moving. Don't stop. I'm redirecting their monitoring feeds, but only for a few minutes. After that, you're on your own." Elias's breath came in short gasps. The cleanse protocol's reach wasn't just vast, it was relentless. Every intersection he passed, every flickering streetlight, felt like a countdown to his erasure. Ahead, he spotted a service door marked with faded numbers. It led to a maintenance corridor that, according to Lena's map, would take him to a safe house she had prepared. Safe relative to what? Elias thought grimly. In this city, nothing was safe. He reached the door and pushed. Locked. He tried his ID badge, no recognition. The scanner blinked red. His stomach dropped. Even outside Lena's lab, the city rejected him. A faint mechanical whir behind him made him freeze. Cameras pivoted in his direction. Sensors lit up. They were closing in. Then a familiar voice echoed. "Elias," he spun. Lena appeared, sprinting down the corridor, her laptop bag slung over her shoulder. "Quick, follow me," she shouted, unlocking a side hatch with a portable override device. They ducked inside. The hatch led to a narrow ventilation shaft. Dust filled the air as they crawled, metal scraping under their hands. Elias felt claustrophobic, but the alternative facing the protocol had not worse. Hours blurred as they navigated the labyrinth beneath the city. Lena explained a strategy, whispering as if the walls could betray them. "We're going to rebuild your identity in layers. First, a digital shell records emails, messages. Then, real-world proof. Bank accounts, rental history, everything. Finally, we'll expose the people behind the protocol. They think they erased you. We're going to turn the system against them." Elias listened, absorbing every detail. It was risky, nearly suicidal. But for the first time, he felt like a human being again, not a ghost. They emerged in a derelict warehouse, safe for the moment. Lena handed him a tablet. "Here, it's all happening in real time. We're bringing fragments of you back online." Slowly, carefully, Elias tapped the screen. Messages started to appear. Old contacts, photos, even archived emails. A timeline reconstructed piece by piece. He felt his heartbeat steady. He existed. Then the tablet flashed. A live video feed. His apartment, empty, but a man was there, rifling through drawers. The protocol had tracked them. Elias's stomach turned. They know. Lena's eyes were steady. Good. Now we lure them. We make them think they have power. But this time, we control the game. Minutes later, the first of their operatives approached, unaware they were walking into a trap. Elias's reconstructed digital presence allowed him to manipulate the city's systems, creating false signals and ghost profiles. Every move the protocol made was anticipated. Every attempt to erase him was intercepted. Finally, they cornered the agent responsible for initiating his erasure. Face to face, Elias stood tall, no longer hunted, no longer invisible. He had survived. "You can't erase me," Elias said, voice steady. "Not anymore." The agent hesitated, then vanished into the shadows as automated security systems shut down. Elias exhaled, the weight of the past days lifting slightly. He looked at Lena. "So, what now?" She smiled faintly. "We rebuild piece by piece. And next time, we strike first." Elias nodded. For the first time, he felt in control of his existence. The cleanse protocol had tried to erase him from the world, but he had returned, stronger, smarter, and unbreakable. The city outside continued, unaware that one of its ghosts had become unstoppable.